Yes, now, blessed now. Dezrocksteady at King of the Pit TV signing in. Yo, we're gonna check out Anthrax's first record. I don't know much about Anthrax at all. I've started to do a listen through of the Big Four's discography. And I'm on. I've listened up to Ride the Lightning, Metallica. I've done Hella Waits, up to Hella Waits with Slayer. And I've listened to up to Peace Sells by Megadeth. I'm late with Anthrax. I've never really experienced the Anthrax experience, and from a couple of people who I have communicated with regarding checking out Anthrax, they said this record's crap, I'm not going to lie to you, so it's put me off of getting started with it because, you know I want to bring you in on the experience and have a genuine reaction, but I still don't want to have a bad time, people. I still want to enjoy the music I listen to, so I've been a little skeptical of starting, but need to start somewhere. Anthrax a good band, but apparently this first record might be a bit iffy. Somebody says basically the best track on this is an Alice Cooper cover, which I'm not actually going to be listening to because I don't know the original song, so I don't know if the band will have done it justice. You know what I mean? I like to have a little bit of a background as far as the cover songs are concerned, and if I don't know the original, what's the point of listening to it? You know what I mean? I'm not here to listen to Anthrax cover a random song that isn't theirs. I want to hear original material, so without further ado, if you want to access all the full album listens, click the link down in the description. Don't waste your time, wait for me to upload all the bands you love and enjoy. Let's communicate together, work together, and just unlock it all right now. I'm not in a great mood today, people. I'm not in a bad mood, but I'm pretty tired, worn out. I've been working hard and heavy, and I'd like to consider this a wind down, but given people haven't really pumped it up to be anything special, we're going to have to see whether this livens me up or not. I said this at the start of another record I listened to as of recent as well, but by the end of it I was stoked, I was excited, so you never know, this might have that effect on me right now. This first track is entitled Death Rider. Thank you for sitting through my dialogue there. Let's get straight into it. This is track number 1 of 10 on this playlist. Let me just see what's going on. Only 10 tunes on the record. I'll make sure that's right by the end of it, because I thought I saw 11 earlier. But yeah, Death Rider, let's go. Fantastic vocal performance. Is this the vocalist that stays with him? I've got no credits in the song description, unfortunately, so I can't tell you who's performing on this record. Just having a quick dig to see what's going on here. Neil has Man-O-War type vocals. So did Neil come and go? Neil Turbin was amazing. I don't know why they fired him, says Tyreek. I've read that Turbin was an egomaniac and borderline nutcase. Don't know if it's true, but his screams were awesome. I think the vocals are really good. Low key, I think there's a parallel to this and Metal Militia by Metallica.
Here
That sounded good. It sounded clear and powerful. That might be the remaster. It says released in 2009, so I'm sure we're listening to the remastered Fistful of Metal. It was alright. I mean, the riffs were a little, you know, they're a little unimaginative, but for the most part, well, I don't know. Metallica more so, but a lot of the riffs didn't have to be overtly artistic and unique, as long as the sound was good, the energy was good, and the the performance was good. I didn't think that was bad. I mean, I've come into this thinking it's going to be quite rubbish, but if we uphold that kind of standard, it's going to be an half decent thrash record, to be fair with you. So yeah, that was pretty good. Let's keep it moving. We've got Metal Thrashing Mad coming up next, which sounds very pleasing. This one sounds very pleasing. Let's keep it moving, people.
Big jumps, big race, big offers.
dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Anthrax's debut, Fistful of Metal. Unfortunately, with a vocalist who gets kicked out of the band after this record. But I think the vocals are really good, as of so far. This one's entitled Metal Thrashing Mad. Let's go. Come on. Fantastic vibrato on the vocal. This is really good. No way, that's insane. One of the underrated vocal performances in thrash. Only to be replaced by Joey Belladonna. Criminal, says Jack Ryanson. It was criminal that he replaced Neil Turbin. This dude's got a fantastic vocal. This is a badass tune as well. The down picking on the guitars during the verse is fucking sweet. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. That was a great tune. That was a really good tune. You know what I mean? Especially about it being metal thrashing mad. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like corny central, but that was sick. That was really well presented. That sounded really good. That was a great track. I really enjoyed that one. I thought the riff was awesome. So much for being a a rubbish record. This is turning out to be a great surprise. We've got Panic coming up next. We're going to bypass I'm 18. I'm not here to listen to a cover of a song I don't even know the original to. This is Panic coming up, track number 4. Alright.
The Domino's Ultimate Chicken.
Yes, now. Chicken Mexicana. Dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to Anthrax. This one's entitled Panic. Let's go. Come on. Come on. This is a crazy solo section. This is really more extended. I was waiting to wait a comment about a third through this, and it continues going. Very heavy metal guitar solo section. Very tasteful in its own way. It's gone through many different movements. We're on like the third element of this guitar solo so far. Vocal's really good. I'd go as far as saying the vocal is better than Hetfield's performance on Kill 'Em All. It's really good. It's really good. That guitar solo was very mature. It was very tasteful. It's not what you would expect from you know, a young band's debut record. The guitar solos were brilliant. We had harmonies at one point. Was it a trade-off solo, or was it one like lead guitarist and then we doubled up the lead guitars at that particular point? What was going on there? That was good. As far as the riffs are concerned, like the actual rhythm and that is relatively basic, but that song was just there to bang that epic guitar solo in, wasn't it really? We got Subjugator coming up next, track number 5, Hold On To Your Socks. Ominous drone. What's going on? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This is track number 5 of a potential 10, but I'm going to double check to make sure I got all the tunes on this playlist, alright? This one's entitled Subjugator, and without further ado, let's get stuck in. Come on. Here we go. $1983. Come on. Come on. More epic guitar solos. They've just decided to throw them in since the last track. Very nice, punchy, soft. If you can have them both at the same time. Organic sounding double kick on this record. The bass drum sounds very nice, sounds very heavy metal. Nothing too tech heavy, you know? Come on. They're starting to get a little too fruity with these guitar solos now. I mean, we heard the tastiest guitar solo of all time on the tune Panic. We didn't need to go this far with about 20 solos in this 4 minutes 40 song. Let me just say, I've not commented on the bass guitar yet. Yo, this production doesn't do the bass guitar justice, because it's not even come to my mind that there is a bass in the mix. That was pretty good. It was Subjugator. Yeah, it was your bog standard thrash tune. That, I mean, of course to a higher standard, because it's, you know, a good band performing it, but it didn't stand out in any way in particular. There was, oh, actually, the dum dum, the dum dum. I thought that was a cool riff. I thought we could have developed on that a little bit. I've got high hopes for this next track though, purely down to the song title. It's called Soldiers of Metal. So this should be kind of tasty. You never know, people. You never know. Let's keep it moving. Yes, now bless now, Des. King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Anthrax's Fistful of Metal. This is a walk in the park. Listening to this record has been a breeze. This one's entitled Soldiers of Metal. Nice short one, up 3 minutes. I'm looking forward to this one purely because of the title of the track. I think it's going to be a good one. Let's check it out. Low-key sounds a little bit like the dude from Van Halen. I forgot his name now. Speaking of Raise Hell, we've got a 1987 Japanese release of this record, which has a tune called Raise Hell. So, it seems I've got the right playlist on. Yeah, only 10 tunes. Only 10 tunes. Someone says, sounds like Four Horsemen / Mechanics. I didn't pick up on that. I didn't pick up on that. 2 responses saying it's Anthrax, saying we're here too. It's similar to early Metallica. You know, I picked up a little bit of a Metallica riff earlier on in the record, but I don't think it sounds much like Metallica, to be fair.
Shaking the ground.
That was Soldiers of Metal. It was an alright tune. I felt, you know, anything to do with metal from a thrash band, I wanted it to be blazing, I wanted it to be high speed, I wanted it to be high energy. That was more of a mid-tempo heavy metal tune, wasn't it, really? So that was a little bit underwhelming for me. Of course, you just got another solo. The solos are anything mind-blowing. We had a great solo to break us in, and then from there it all seemed like just like song filler, to be honest with you. That wasn't the most impressive track. We've got Death From Above coming up at 5 minutes 11, coming up next, track number 7, so hold on. Maybe the longest track on the record. Alright. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Fistful of Metal. This is track 7 of 10. Yo, let me just plug myself heavy. Click the link down in the description if you want to access all the full album listens from the moment I record them. Don't waste your time waiting for me to upload them song by song. It's going to take forever, alright? Anthrax fan, but I've heard this covered better. In about 86, I was a roadie for a Sydney band called Apocalypse. They covered this song and did a better job. What, is this a cover as well? Is this a cover? It can't be. They're from above, megaphone. Who knows? Who knows? Let's check it out. Wikipedia says Alice Cooper cover earlier on, but this isn't a cover. Quite anthemic, this one. Was Scott Ian in Anthrax at this time?
So ruthless and vicious, to have no remorse. You live by the soul, die by the soul. Geppetto, turbos and endless ignite. Geppetto.
What are they saying? What is that? brilliant high register to the vocal. Always throws that heavy vibrato on there. These dudes are playing the same venue 3 days in a row. 11th to the 13th of August at Catton Park. What's going on there? Bum. No cadence stab to finish it off. Unresolved cadence, unfinished cadence. That was alright. Death from above. I still don't know what they were saying on that gang chanty moment. Let's keep it moving. We've got the title track coming up. This has got to be a special one entitled Anthrax. I'm going to sneeze, people. Hold on. Or at least I thought I was going to turn into a yawn. Elder Scrolls Online. Right. Dezrocksteady, King of the Pit TV. This is the self-titled track, Anthrax by Anthrax, on Fistful of Metal, track 8 of 10. Come on. Hard. In every single song, people are relating it to like another of the big four. Fistful of Metal and Kill 'Em All were both on Johnny Z's Megaforce Records. That's the only similarities. How bizarre. I have never ever heard of Megaforce Records. But they must have been a Megaforce record company. Considering they both had possession of... Considering they had possession of two of the most important bands of metal history, right? Come on. I can hear the reference somebody made in the conversation. It sounds a bit like Madhouse in places. I'm aware of the tune Madhouse. It's a madhouse banger. Whoa! Oh, should I do Celtic Frost next, people? That was the title track, Anthrax. It was alright. It was alright. It was a bit mid. It was a bit mid. Nothing stand out. We got Across the River, which I think is an instrumental, and then Howling Furies. So what we'll do is we'll do them both at the same time, alright? I'll see you on the flip side, people. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're going to finalise this record. We're going to listen to Across the River, then Howling Furies, which I have retitled Howling Furies. Yeah, let's just finish this record off, people. Let's go. This is a mosh pit number, this, isn't it? Would have been a good intro to a track. Bad extra guitar solo. Guess in a way it is an intro to Howling Furies. Quite a punk number. Right, let's finish this record off. Yo, do we get an advertisement or not? What's your money on? What's your money on? I'm saying we get one. We must get an advertisement. I owe you all money, people. This one's Howling Furies. Let's go. Cyborg Eddie says this album is easily the best Anthrax album, especially for power speed metalheads like me. Oh. I don't want to be tight, people, but yo, if this is the best Anthrax record, you know, I can see why they're forgotten of as far as the Big Four's concerned. It's good music, but it's not superb, unique music. My man Gorhog says, more like Howling Furies. I'm going to give you a like because you've got a good mind on you. Oi, Goss the Sinner says, yep, when Anthrax was still heavy metal with the mighty Neil Turbin and not this mosh shit with Mrs. Belladonna on the vocals. Yo, mosh shit's the best shit, so I'm going to dislike your comment, mate, to be honest. Okay, Boomer, calm down. Sammy's going ham. Yeah, fair shot, fair shot. Tasty. That was Howling Furies. Yeah, I'm going to just finish off there, people. I'll tell you what, at the start of this record I said, I'm feeling a bit tired today, you know what I mean? Maybe this will wake me up, maybe this won't. This wasn't a great record. I was predisposed to thinking it was worse. A lot of people said it was worse than it actually is, but I got told from here on I should approach this band like a New York hardcore band. It's going to sound pretty sick. It's going to be like mosh-fueled, ignorant riffing music from here on. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, I needed to listen to this record to open the doorway into that realm. So I'm going to leave that one there. That was Fistful of Metal. You know, there's only so many things to comment on. I think the bass got given a great disservice on the sound of this record. Bass didn't pop at all. There was no room for the bass whatsoever, no. But instrumentally, structurally, they didn't even let the bass have a moment to shine, which was a bit upsetting. That's me signing out. Peace, people.